Terian female 591-A, known as Fivra to the people of her settlement, had always held a positive outlook on things. Even as the crops produced less fruit every season, and punishments for infractions became more severe, and the people around her grew harder, colder, wearier, she held on to the belief that things would get better. In one moment, that changed. She sat with her friend Turi and their other friends, Sevis, Nina, Lilas, and Sarani, on Turi's farm, weaving dry grasses into a headdress for Turi's bond mating that would take place that evening. None of them wanted to be bonded. Each would be assigned by their father, a male they would be expected to serve and mate with. During the time leading up to the bonding ceremony, the male could choose to have hobbles put on his future mate's ankles. The metal shackles prevented her from fleeing, which was sometimes attempted. The fact that Turi's future bondmate chose to do this to her automatically made Fivra dislike him. The hobbles were a despicable device and could only be removed by the male bondmate after their bonding ceremony. Turi looked miserable, but also kind of detached as they sat together for the last time. By tomorrow, Turi would be living in settlement 112-2 with her new mate. Each of them was destined for the same fate. One of them, Nina, already had a bondmate, and judging by the bruises on her, he was as cruel as many of the males on the settlement had become. Fivra's father was not as cruel as some. He had promised to find Fivra a suitable mate, one who would treat her kindly and not force the hobbles on her, who would not force anything on her. A male like that was becoming harder to find, though, and once she was given to a mate, there was nothing anyone could do about it if he turned out to treat her badly. Her friend and neighbor, Sevis, pursed her lips and struggled to weave her grasses. Not only did Sevis think this a wholly asinine activity, she objected to being given to a bondmate entirely. "They say there are beasts living to the west," she said, testily. "I'd rather live with them than here." "What's trading one beast for another?" Lilas, who could string sarcasm together far better than her grasses, shrugged one bony shoulder. "Feck them all! I'd rather live to the east, alone, in the Shadowlands over the ridge." "The Shadowlands are deadly," Fivra said with a jolt of alarm. "The specters live there, and they eat living flesh. Better to be eaten than—" Whatever Lilas may have said faded away as her gaze widened on something behind Fivra. She turned and dragged in a stilted gasp. A starship, of all things, glided toward them. It was silver and sleek and as silent as the chill that nipped her fingers and toes in the cold season.